Big ups. Happy Thursday, November the 30th here from El Paso, Texas. Hope you're living well. I am too blessed to be stressed as usual. Welcome into episode number 104. How are you doing? Honestly, YouTube's been acting up the past couple of days, if I'm honest. There's been some funny shenanigans going on. Mostly on the back end, I think from the studio end. I don't know if any of your favorite content creators out there may be facing technical difficulties with their YouTube channel, but such is the beast. I am not immune to it. But how are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Thursday again, everybody. Look, I just wanted to bring something quickly to y'all. You know, I didn't do a stream yesterday. Did 2 streams the day before. So I figured, you know, why not do something today? I don't really want to do like a full out preview of Manchester City, more just a thought process of really, like, I've just been hearing everybody say there's no chance. There's no chance in hell. There's no way Tottenham go to Etihad with all these injuries, all these suspensions, still no Kuti. There's no way we could go ahead and get it done. You know, I just want to challenge that. I want to think about ways we might be able to exploit that. So I got a few ideas of how we can look at that. But big up to everybody who is here, whether you're live or on playback. Please do hit that like. It is free. It costs nothing. Partake in the poll. That is also free. Says, what do you think about Spurs versus City? Right now, 44% says slim but not impossible 3 points. So we still got some positive folks out there, and I love to see that personally. 22% shared respectively says no way Spurs can get anything but an L, and also for sure can get at least 1 point. 11% says Spurs will beat City, mark my words. 11% very confident, but I like to see that, honestly. Keep on getting your opinions in the poll. Sorry, I was picking up my son the other morning, and like, I don't know if any of y'all got this problem. I picked him up and like something in my neck felt weird, and for the past 2 days my shoulder blade's been like annoying. But Chewy's here. He didn't want to show up. He doesn't like the loss streak that we've been on, but alas, I did make him show up for work. He has to earn his kibble around here. It ain't nothing free, I'll tell you that much. But big up everybody. Let me work on this technical part back here. Again, this monitor, you might have heard me complain about it before, but this monitor is actually not nice. I got something that, you know, maybe you haven't heard elsewhere. Well, at least it's an idea, and I thought I would start with it because it's something new and different, and figured why the hell not give it a look-see. So let me go ahead and change this layout. This young man, Tyrese Hall, posted a photo. It appears to be training with first team and a little sand hourglass. I would assume it means waiting. Now, his name's Tyrese Hall. He is wearing number 76. It looks to be like he might be potentially training with the first team. Look, I'm curious to see what our bench may look like because, as you know, versus Aston Villa, it wasn't full, first of all, and there was 2 goalkeepers on there. So just, I don't know if we were almost about to have to forfeit or what, but we were lacking in depth for sure. Now, I'm not saying that this kid's going to come in here and provide us any sort of depth or feeling reality of depth, but hey, I saw that and I thought, you know, hey, what if this kid's name is on the 20, if we can even make 20? But big up. Grandma gets the first place prize today. Big up Captain Grandma. You get actually two double place prizes today. Captain Grandma says, good day, China. Your poll has misrepresented me. I voted Spurs will beat City, mark my words, not no way. So I guess there's one vote that is run astray, like a dog without a leash. But big up Captain Grandma, good to see you here. Futility 1912, always good to see you in the house. Big supporter of the channel, says, can Spurs get something at the Etihad? Yes, but only if Levy has given them lunch money. And yes, before you ask, that is a metaphor for the transfer market. Well, there's nothing Levy could do between now and when we go there. Maybe next year he could do something, but look, January won't separate us, unfortunately, Futility. But there's a few things I think, you know, maybe just shoot more than you're getting shot at, kind of. I don't know, maybe it's too Wild West. We'll see how it transpires after all, but big up. And I believe the name is Caption Grandma, and I've always said Caption. I don't say Captain. Unless I need to be saying captain. No, it's caption, Grandma. I think I've been saying it correctly. Big up Futility here, having some fun. Somebody give me some milk. I need a lie down. You know, I haven't had a request for milk lately.
He needs some milk.
There you go, Futility. You ask and you shall receive around here. We are an equal opportunity. Hey, big up Faisal. Grabbing the YouTube membership. Big up yourself right now. Grab yourself the Lover's Lane membership. Look, I am working to bring something. I want to do like a bi-weekly members show. I was also thinking for the, I'm going to do a little celebration, a little 3K celly on the weekend. So if you're around on the weekend, feel free to tune in. I am going to be dropping the link to join the show to all the members if they want it. If they want to come on and say hi for a little bit, that's something I want to. So hey, Faisal, if you want to come on this weekend on Saturday, we'll be doing a little celebration here on the channel. So big up, thank you for grabbing that membership. That does cost money, so thank you so much for that. Hitting a like, hitting a subscribe, partaking in the poll in the chat, that is absolutely free. So thank you so much for going above and beyond the call it booty here on the channel. Thank you so much. Rob Ragnarson's here. Big up, good to see you again, Rob. He's in the chat. Says we're going to beat City 1-3. I hope that 1 is for City and the 3 is for us. But hey, big up Rob Ragnarsson. Good to have you back. Side Dancers in the house says hello, Jacob. Big up Side Dancer. Woodsy reacts. How are you doing? What's up, Jay? Oh, not too much. You know, just another Thursday. Looking forward to the weekend. Can't wait for Sunday. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do a watch along for the Manchester match. I want to, because if we do shock the world, I want everyone to see my face when we do it. But then I don't want to, because if they put the absolute stomping on us, I don't know that I want people to see my face during that. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe y'all can help sway me throughout the entirety of this show. Big up Davo says, big up young Yakub and Chewy. So ready for the immaculate vibes, my man. Look, Davo, I can't bring you any for sure's. The only for sure I could give you is the vibe's going to be right here no matter what. That's about it. I choose the third option. Let's see what the third option was in the poll. Slim but not impossible 3 points. Look, it is slim. It is not impossible. You could say there's a 0.1% chance. You could say there's 1% chance, 5% chance. Whatever percent you want to equate doesn't really matter to me, because I think the sentiment, we all know it's low. First and foremost, it's not a high number of percentage, I think, on a consensus level. So what I would say as well, to those of you that feel like it's a slim but not impossible, hey, David versus Goliath, they told him you can't beat that giant man, and he did with a rock and I think a shoelace or something. So that's pretty sick. I hope it's true. We'll find out. I don't look, probability would tell you this is going to be a very open end to end, maybe one end more than the other, but oh, look at that. Look at that. I didn't mean to do that, but hit the thumbs up. This damn shoulder. Look, if you've ever seen Dumb and Dumber, it's got Jim Carrey, I forget the other guy's name, but it was Harry and Lloyd, and he was asking the woman, you know, what are the chances of a guy like me and a girl like you falling in love? And she said, the chances are very low. And he's like, if you had to put a number on it, what would you say? 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000? She said, more like 1 in 1 million. And he said, so you're telling me there's a chance. And that is exactly how I feel about going to the Etihad. It may be 1 in 1,000, 1 in 1,000,000. I don't care what number you want to put it on. There is a chance. And where there's a chance, this is why this is the most beautiful sport in the world, in my opinion. This is why it is the world's sport, because, look, crazy shit happens all the time. And wouldn't it be so poetically great if I, first of all, was correct in my saying that we are not going to take 4 L's in a row. If we somehow get a draw, that's going to feel like a win. If we get a win, that's going to feel like a win-win-win. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but it's going to feel very, very good. But do I think it's going to happen? Realistically, probably not. It's probably going to be a spanking. But you know what? I'm here for it. We're going to fight either way. I know that we're not going to change how we play just because it's Manchester City. Fuck them. Look, we're past 10 minutes. I dropped the F-bomb. Fuck them. YouTube actually hasn't been very nice to me lately. They've been limiting ad suitability on. I've been yellow dollar sign gang, so we're losing out on ad revenue because I'm just being authentic, I guess. Someone's reporting me for too many F-bombs. They said, oh, my dad didn't like your cursing. I don't know. But big up. Has nothing to do with membership, so big up Faisal for grabbing that membership. Thank you so much. Big up Baloo says, big up Jacob. Ili Pili Sapadaki's Ili. I don't know if I said that right. Ili Pili Zapadikazili. Zabadikazili. I don't really know how to say that. Big up. Rob says, we were better than Villa last week. Don't see how people can count us out. We almost got points on Chelsea with 9 men. Wolves should have been a win too. Big up, Rob. We'll talk about it. Woodsy Reacts says, can't wait to have Kuti back after Man City. He's been a silly boy and needs to learn from this. But we should have a lot better but we should look a lot better with him back. Woodsy, I agree. I can't wait for West Ham because we'll have some sense of normalcy. Basuma will be back. Hope it's the Basuma we saw the first 8 weeks of the season and not the one that we saw at Luton and then after Luton. Personally, would love to see us get back to some sense of normalcy with our squad, honestly. Novagen's in the house. Big up Novagen. Hi, Jacob. Let's forget about City. Can you do your Conte impression? At this club, at these players. You can. I forgot what he said. Novagen, hit me with the script. Hit me with the damn script. I forgot my line. At this club, at these players. That guy. Look, this isn't the Victory Kangaroo, so legally I can still pull this kangaroo out. But he is still here with us. He's always here with us. Antonio Conte. Yes, that is a bottle of Greek liquor, if you were wondering. But Conte is with us forever and always. A part of our history. We're going to have to hold that. Big up Baloo. I always love matches against City. We have nothing to lose. Just go for it. The thing here, Rob, I feel the same way in the sense like, oh, I can't wait till we play City because, hey, at least we're going to go give them a good run for their money. Youngman's son hates Pep Guardiola because he called us the Harry Kane team. And then what did he do? He scored on City and said, do you know who I am? I don't think Pep ever officially answered that question, do you know who I am? But we all know who he is. Pep knows who he is. He's scored game winners versus City since then. So, look. Where there's a will, there's a way. There might not be much of a way, but if we have much of a will, then maybe there's a way. And maybe that's why I should do a watch along. I don't know. Big up Herman. Herman Sadiq says, as an Arsenal fan, I'm rooting for you Spurs to get at least 1 point on Sunday. I will take 1 point, sir. If we get the win, ay Dios mío. But if we get the 1 point, talk to me nicely every single time. Faisal says, big up, not many Spurs football channel that I can enjoy to watch in this bad run. Hey, big up. Look, when things are bad, I'm going to say that they're bad, and that's going to be that. There's no need to, look, I don't like to dwell on spilt milk. We know when the milk gets spilt, let's just clean the sucker up, and let's move forward. No need for a spanking. We can just learn together. But big up, Faisal. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting. I will say this, though. During the losing streak, the views are down. Everything's down on the YouTube, but that's okay. I appreciate the ones who are here through thick and thin, rain, shine, sun, snow, whatever the fuck. Y'all are here, helping the vibes be immaculate. So big up Faisal for being here. Do not get it. It doesn't go overlooked. I'll say it that way because look, this last month hasn't been great numbers wise on YouTube because the only thing I can say is probably it's, I've been doing the same damn thing. It's the same damn Jacob. It's just Tottenham Hotspur aren't winning as much. So I don't think people are on the YouTube as much. At least that's the rationale the conclusion I've come down to. But big up Faisal through rain, wind, lose, sunshine, snow, frost, sleet. Look, big up. Appreciate you supporting the channel. And every single one of you who are here supporting the channel right now, listening to me say this, that is also directed at you. That is directed at you for supporting the channel. So thank you so much. Big up Derek Smith, back in the house. It says, good evening, Jacob. Hope you are well. I'm doing well. Chewy's here. He's asleep. He didn't want to work today, but I made him do it anyway because I said, damn it, the people need you. We need you. Conte is on his way to Man U, apparently. Is that true? I haven't seen that. Send me a link. Sam just sent me a voice note. I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to listen to it. Big up Rich. Always here. Rain, shine. Rain. I don't know why I keep saying that. Damn. Big up Rich. You're here through rain, sunshine, wins, and losses. All that good shit I was just saying too. Donovan says, did I miss the Lo Celso apology? No, because there wasn't one. I said good. You did what we hoped you would do. So good job on doing that. Let me see it again. I said let me see you do this 10 matches in a row. Hey, I'll start talking to you nicely, Lo Celso. I'll apologize. I said if he hit a hat trick, all is forgiven. One deflected goal doesn't negate all the shit I had to put up with for this man. So that's just me. I haven't apologized yet. Maybe I'm petty. Maybe I'm too petty, like Tom Petty. I don't know. Jacob is teabag cleaning your house. No, he's not. He doesn't know where I live, and I'm going to keep it that way. Stranger danger. AC, once our front three click, it's over for the league. I think Sonny and Johnson already have a great chemistry. It's Sonny and Kulu who haven't worked out just yet for me. Look, I think Kulu, in my opinion, had one of his better matches playing through the middle. And maybe that's, he even spoke on it. He said something to the effect of he felt good playing through the middle. Actually, I have it bookmarked somewhere, the Kulusevski quote. So just bear with me while no, that was actually a lame quote, and I was going to use that to be like, why is this quote so lame about Kulusevski? That's Kulusevski on Binten. Here it is. Boom. So Kulusevski on his central role says, quote, I felt so good. I felt like the real Dan says, I felt like the real Dan Kulusevski. Quote, I felt like myself. The coach decided where to put me. I enjoyed it. I had real fun playing. It was a great day for me. I've done it in regards to playing centrally all my life, so it's nothing new to me. Of course, in the second half, I played right wing, but physically, I feel really good. So I'm happy, and I know I'm on the right path. For me, early breaking news, early Jacob thoughts on the 11. I don't want to see Kulusevski as a winger no more. At least not for right now. While there's no James Madison, this is the only guy in our team, I guess, who could play the closest to that in regards to playing the ball forward, centrally, left, right, acting as a second striker if need be. I think he is offering something in that role. While it may not be the best, it's kind of the best what we got. So I don't want him on the wing. I think Brendan Johnson on the right. I was watching again the Aston Villa. There was a moment where Brendan Johnson had a one-on-one, well, not one-on-one, but he was having his one-on-one battle with their left back, Aston Villa's left back, and he absolutely schooled him on a beautiful run, played the ball beautifully to Brian Hill, who for whatever reason passed it straight to an Aston Villa guy in the box. Absolute shambles. But personally, I would like to see Brendan Johnson play on the right. I'm tired of seeing him play on the left. He played on the right at Nottingham Forest, and that's what Ainge saw that he said, okay, I want this player. So let's let him play in the position in which Ainge originally saw him playing. But it's good to know that Kulusevski felt good in that role. He kind of liked it. So, hey, big up. Isn't that kind of nice? Why is there a bong in his pouch? No, that's Greek Uzo. And my dog just oh, bro. Whew. Oh, my God. That's a stinky. Big up Drula. Big up Jacob and Chad. Big up Drula, long time supporter of the channel. Big up. How you doing? Derek Smith, I'm not bothered if we lose to City. We all know how decimated we are with injuries. It's excusable losing, but who knows? We might help Arsenal out and beat them. I don't think that's helping Arsenal. I think that more in turn help Liverpool, if I'm honest, because I do think Arsenal are fraudsters. They're pretenders. They remind me of two kids in the really large trench coat, but one's on his shoulders, and they're like, hi, I'm an adult. And it's like, we know you're not. Shut up. That's how I see them. I think Liverpool are actually the only ones who can, who knows? Who knows what can happen? I don't want to speak on absolutes. LFC Aaron, big up, says, good evening. How you doing, LFC Aaron? Mike Doss is here, says, look at this fraud growing out his mustache. No comment. No comment. Elder, that's a new name in the chat. How you doing? Says, our defense, City, is shit at the moment. You can score a few goals. The question is, can you outscore us? That's actually very good to hear. Sorry, this my dog farted, and it is absolutely vile. It's violating my nose right now. But big up, Elder. Sorry, you're new here, and I'm complaining about my dog fart. But I don't know that, like, your defense being, I guess thinking of City's defense being shitty is kind of funny to me because you ain't seen shitty is what I would say. Dyer and Davies, that's something special. But hey, I hope this is true. I hope we can. I think that's what gives me a little bit of hope is that you have conceded goals to lesser teams. You have conceded goals to, I mean, let's look at it. Really, let's look at it together. Why not? Let's find out how many goals y'all have conceded. I mean, let's just look at things. Let's pull them up. I said this wasn't going to be a preview, but I'm slightly previewing. Versus Arsenal, you conceded one. You conceded one versus Brighton. Conceded one to Young Boys. Kept a clean sheet versus United. Bournemouth scored once. Chelsea scored 4 times. Liverpool scored once. So y'all allow some goals, I think. So that's kind of nice of you. Maybe we can. All I know is we will present you with several opportunities in the first half and in the second half to go ahead and score. And if you do, it's going to make things very complicated. If you remember in the first 60 seconds of the Aston Villa game, Spurs defense conceded a moment where if they were more clinical, they're 1-0 up before we even hit 1 minute in the match. If you don't believe me, go watch the first 60 seconds of that match. Big up Ryman. Evening, Jacob and Chewy. Sunday is a free hit. We have nothing to lose with our injury-riddled team. I just hope we don't suffer any more injuries to the likes of Vicario, Basuma, or Sonny. Look, I ain't even going to think about it. I ain't even going to put any thoughts of mine in that wishing well. I ain't going to thread that thought and manifest it into a woven blanket. No, sir. That is not going to happen. I refuse to believe it. AC says, I agree. I prefer Kulu through the middle. He's a workhorse, and you can use that there. I want us to get another winger so Kulu could stay as a backup to our midfield. I would love a right winger. I mean, that's what Brendan Johnson's supposed to be. So in the sense, we need a left winger. And there's quite a few expensive, very nice left wingers out there. And then also I think some cheaper options. I don't really want to talk too much about them because it's not January. And quite frankly, that's like me talking about what I might get for my birthday next year. I just had my birthday. I got to wait until my birthday comes around again. So Woodsy Reacts says, I like Kulu Cam for now. Get a right winger who can get to the touchline instead of cutting in every time. I like Kulu for Cam, and AC, you brought up a good point. I'm still thinking about it. The fact that he's such a workhorse and he will get up and down the pitch. We need, James Madison did that too. We need a guy who's going to be occupying both boxes defensively and going forward. So of course, big up Woodsy. Big up AC. Donovan says, do you, Jacob, condone Matty Cass retribution? What does that mean? Matty Cass retribution. Like, I mean, I told him in my not DJ Khaled, but the singer Khaled, send me your location. Let's focus on communicating is what I would say to Matty Cash. The absolute fraud of a footballer. Look, I could do what he does, which is go clatter into fuckers. I could do it, but I didn't know this was hockey. I didn't know we employ talentless fuckers to just go and clatter into folks. LFC for the double says, Yakub, will you be shameless and cook Staffy because we need that? Quite possibly. Look, I got shoehorned into doing a show later over there on This Is Football. So after this, I will be on This Is Football. For why, I don't know. Because I like Hassam, but why did I do that to myself? They're going to cook me regardless because Arsenal's... Yeah, anyway... If Papi Matesar is back, who gets dropped? Does he come straight back into the start? As Basuma has to start and Lo Celso has earned a start against Villa, in my opinion. If Sarr is fit, he has to start. We know Bentancur is not going to start. We know no Madison. Do I want Skip? No. Do I want Højbjerg? No. Do I want... What else we got? Paul Craig or whatever his name is? Craig? I don't even know what his first name is. I know his name's Craig. I think he wears number 55. It's not looking great. Donley, but I want Sarr and Basuma to start together, of course, and then Lo Celso. So I think he did earn a right. Look, I thought he was doing work defensively that I didn't expect him to do. But also, I wouldn't be surprised if Sarr's not fit, we go with Lo Celso, Kulusevski, and Basuma. and just let Basuma occupy that area and have Lo Celso occupying the areas in which Basuma would occupy, and then have Kulusevski occupy those areas in which Madison would occupy. And then maybe that's the closest thing to some kind of semblance of what we had before. Maybe. Just a thought. Davo, Jacob, I've watched your superb show for a long time now, but I've never seen Chewy's face. It's a bit like Howard's mom in Big Bang Theory. Puka fart, Chewy, my man. I don't know what a puka fart is, but it was a hefty, beefy. Yeah, it reminds me what you said. That reminds me of I don't know, what was it? Home Improvement. I think that was what the show was called with Tim Allen. Tim the Taylor Tool Man. That was the show he was on, and his neighbor. You never saw the bottom side of his neighbor's face or some shit like that. We can outscore them, says Rob. We usually do. We have. Will we again? I don't know. Maybe. Ball Being Counter says, I don't see us beating City this time. We need a Sunny masterclass. Oh, we do. I'm praying on a Sunny. Ryan Gloria, it's the Wolves. What does that mean? I don't know what you're trying to tell me there, Ryan. Howie says, big up Jacob. We always play well at the Etihad. City are great, but only good if they're not interested. But our finishing has to be better. Howie, we created a lot of opportunities versus Villa that we did not capitalize on. Should have been up 4-0 in the fucking first half. But guess what? We did not finish our dinner. I mean, 4-1, I'll even take that. That's what it should have been in the first half. But it's not. Don't want to dwell on the past, but you got to look at the past and say, where can we improve? Finishing is absolutely critical. You don't fucking win games if you don't score goals. And if you don't score more goals than a team, you're not going to win that match either. So, and City's going to be a team that is going to score and finish those chances. The aforementioned chances that I said, every match we concede 3 to 4 big chances on average. We allow teams to just occupy dangerous areas with the ball. Now it's up to them if they finish it. That's what I've always said. Even when we were undefeated, we still offered chances. We still allowed them in dangerous spots with the ball in front of our net. And a lot of times they were unable to finish their dinner. That's not our fault, but we did allow them into those positions. So my thought was always, when we play these cities, when we play these better teams, they're going to make us pay for those chances. They're going to make us suffer when we do that. When we have those lapses of judgment, they will capitalize on that. Now, I hope we can capitalize on the amount of mistakes that they make more. That's really the only hope we have in this game. So there is still a slim chance, but a chance nonetheless. Get the premium left winger. We do need one. Yeah, he's made Romero's list for sure. Hey, get him. I don't care. Hey, big up Jay Kismet. Also, everyone in the chat, if you were a mod before, I don't know why, but YouTube has removed all of my moderators. I have no more moderators. I am moderatorless. I don't know how it happened or why it happened, but I have no moderators. Does Matty Cash vacation in Florida asking for a friend? Where does he vacation? I know his brother's Instagram's been pretty busy since the Spurs match. Andy Wynn is in the house. Big up Andy Wynn. Says, Kulu need to play at left wing, not right wing. A better game plan. I just don't want him at right wing. I think centrally. I think I liked what I saw from him. I actually liked seeing Kulusevski versus Aston Villa. I thought he was okay. He was not clinical. He had 2 chances, I think, that hit the bar. Bro playing FIFA out here, I guess. But I think I don't like him as a winger because he does not stretch the pitch. He does not offer that back line, that left back, that left back and the left side of center back. He don't really offer them anything vertically. They're not worried about him getting in behind because they know he's going to cut in. So they're always waiting for it. I think he's just one dimensional out there. And when you let him roam free in the middle, I kind of like, he seemed more creative. Between him and Giovanni Lo Celso, they were creating enough, moments where I was like, that's a good pass. That reminds me of something Madison would do for us. That's what I'm looking for. Who's the amalgamation of players we can throw together that can give us some similarities to what Madison was giving us? And maybe Kulusevski and Giovanni Lo Celso there in the midfield in front of Basuma is the move. I would like to see if that's what we do. I want to see it. Paul Craig used to be the bass player for Slipknot. Hey, hard. Near. I love to see that. Glutton for punishment. Hassam is toxic towards Spurs. He plays his role. I'll put it that way. He knows who he is. He made himself the villain, and then he's like, "Oh, you make me the villain." Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Puka equals good. So good fart from Chewy. That's not nice. It was beefy. I'll put it. That's the adjective I'd use. Has some beef behind it. When Ainge was with Celtic, he dominated Madrid in the Champions League for 60 minutes with a team 10th as good as ours. Our current starting lineup, Ainge will be the breaker of egos. Come on, futility, get in there. I like to see that. Sonny needs service and to stay on side, but I'm hoping with Gio, Sar, and Basuma, they'll time the passes better. AC, there's the great chance where Sonny had a beautiful run and then he took it on his right foot and curled it around the keeper. That chance, that was offsides. Why does Højbjerg take 2-3 touches there? If he one times that pass, Sonny's onside. Sonny timed his run, I think, assuming Højbjerg would be the one to play that pass. I mean, if you watch it back, he literally, like, I've seen it go making the rounds on Twitter, so it ain't going to be hard to find as far as this clip. But he takes 2-3 touches and then passes it, and that was the amount of step that Son was offsides by. So I think it's just a matter of everyone's timing ain't synchronized right now. We ain't synced up yet. Big up Woodsy says, I think we're going to see more of Vicario sweeping up like crazy. That's nerve-wracking. I don't want to see that, but you know, I have no idea what we're going to do, if I'm completely honest. Derek Smith, you don't win games if you don't score goals, but more importantly, you don't lose games if you don't concede. I mean, that's a good point. That is a good point. But I like the motto more. I think it's more entertaining, Derek. If we live by the motto, just score more goals than your opponent. Yeah, you may concede some chances, but just go ahead and keep scoring. That's my hope anyway. Sunday shall be fun. Romero was about to do a Keane versus Holland. Maybe it's good that he's not there. I don't know. Yeah, I was a mod. Someone stole mine. Yeah, Kismet, you were a mod. Let me go ahead. Give you back that mod. Again, I don't know why YouTube was bugging out. All right, there's Sam. All right, I got a couple mods now, so you better be on your best behavior. But keep hitting that like up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I also had like 30 people unsub, and then they slowly started resubbing. I don't know what's going on. YouTube acting up. Sean from Spurs Talk Show was saying as well that people who've been subscribed for a long time to his channel checked and they were unsubscribed. So real quick, do me a favor. If you're listening to this, just make sure you're subscribed. If you want to be, you don't have to be, but if you want to be, go ahead and make sure you are. Can we be racist and homophobic during this moderationless time? Renzo, I would say no. I don't like racism. I don't like homophobia personally. It's really not my jam. Personally, Puka rhymes with Fuka. It means good, excellent fart. Big up Davo. I'm learning things. Mike Doss, you're an absolute fraud. I'm just gonna throw that out there if he's still listening. Romero suspended against City. Yes, he is. A Puka fart pie. Oh my god, Chewy, you're supposed to be here to like supplement the show, not stank up the room. There's a Sam. Højbjerg's a great player, but for some reason he is hesitant with some one-time passes I've noticed. He likes to take his time. AC, that's what I was wondering. Like, bro, just hit that one time. Maybe he's not completely sure of himself. I don't know. Hey, big up. Whoever just deleted Mike Doss. Yeah, just timed out Mike Doss. Hey, he's a YouTube member, but he definitely deserves to get timed out for that mustache of his. Absolutely deserves to be timed out. What are top 5 team you hate the most in the Premier League? Mine in orders: Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, West Ham United, City. Not even in my top 10. My top 5: Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea, United, and then Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, the armpit thing in the Champions League, that's pretty upsetting. It's been changing, it's been changing. Yep. YouTube problems, nothing new. I don't know what they're doing here on YouTube, honestly. Good shit. Timeout Mike every single time. Why you say fuck me for? Honestly, I do like Mohamed Salah. I did like Sadio Mane. I didn't really rate Firmino personally. I think he's a fraud. And I think I have a lot of respect for Klopp as well. Absolutely have a lot of respect for him. Except for after his comments from our match, I thought that was a little tasteless. But hey, to each their own. At least my manager would never do that. And Ange Postecoglou, I trust. Good day, mate. I would say good day. Yeah, the red kids kind of look like shit out there, if I'm honest. There was one kit that Liverpool had I thought was kind of nice. It was that white one that had like little colorful accents. That was kind of nice. But other than that, it was pretty weak in my opinion. Big up Ravi in the house. Ravi, you were a mod as well. All my mods got removed. So if you were a mod, remind me. And if you're trying to remind me, you're an absolute fraud. And that's probably what Sam was going to do. But there you go, Ravi. There's your mod back. It deleted all my mods. So apologies, everybody. Darren. Hi, Jacob. Hello. Hope you were good. Wanted to apologize to you for ripping on you that day. Had a bad day. Took it out on you. What do you mean, buddy? When were you mean to me? Hey, I'm like a tennis ball. Whatever you throw at me, how hard you smack me, I'm bounce right back at you. So I don't remember you upsetting me, my friend. But if you had a bad day, I hope that your day's better today, and every day's better than the day that you had, my friend. I don't know when that was. I don't remember being like, oh, Darren was not. Maybe in the moment you were. I don't remember, honestly. But hey, you're always welcome here, my friend. Klopp is a funny guy, but he does handle the L's quite interesting, doesn't he? Mike Doss, are you just going to name every man's name until you can say that's who Firmino's better than? Son is better than Firmino as well as a number 9. Just going to say that much as well. Chaz Lad says, we're going to beat City. I'm calling it. Keep calling it, my friend. I love to see it. Hey, big up Ravi. Big up Ravi. Look, I got some more things I do want to get to on Hassam channel. I just wanted to apologize. Oh, big up Darren. Maybe on Hassam's channel, the chat does give me some shit. That is true. But hey, man, big up. No worries. We all have bad days. Ain't that the truth? And I don't do this YouTube thing to it's all fun and games. You know what I mean? I appreciate you being here. Don't worry. You don't need to apologize to me, Darren. I don't do with apologies very well. But I appreciate you being here nonetheless. Son with no service is a ghost. Firmino is the service. Bruh. Firmino. Okay, y'all are just fucking waffling in here now. Absolute waffle cases. I'm getting on with the things that I need to talk about because y'all talking absolute rubbish. Firmino injured better than Son healthy. Mike Doss, you absolute fraud. It is time to peel off your fake mustache. You ain't fooling anyone anymore, okay? You're not fooling me. You're not fooling Hassam. Everyone knows your mustache is fake. You bought it at fucking Spencer's in the mall. You went to your local mall there in Connecticut, and you went and bought a fake mustache, and then you glued it onto your face, and then you try pulling on it to be like, look, oh, it's real. No, we all know it's fake. You got it at some Tom Selleck off-brand store. Don't talk to me about Firmino injured better than Son healthy. Absolute waffle merchant. You only have Tom Selleck as your photo because that's the same thing that you have plastered all over your ceiling. When you lay down at night, you look up and you see Tom Selleck. All right, that's why you bought that fake mustache. Don't come to me with that. Exactly, ball being counted. Talk to me nicely. Will Mr. Box Office and company be attending on Saturday? I don't know. Maybe if he can. He's absolutely available to. Fucking frauds in the chat. What is going on here? Doesn't Sonny have the most big chances created for our team so far? I don't know. Maybe I do got to look into that. I don't know. Yeah, Magnum PI looking at us. Magnesium PI is what I'd say. Mike looks like he's in witness protection. Put on some shades and a ball cap, and he'd look like he's trying to hide from the FBI or something. Firmino can hold that. He's an absolute fraud. No, you're triggered, you fucking fake mustache wearing bastard. Movember is over. Yeah, Timmy, you tell him. Firmino's job is to score goals. He ain't a midfielder. Boom, Ash, cooking him. Hey, there we go. Don't let these Liverpool bastards take over. Now, I see you Spurs fans. Come on. There's 70 of y'all across all platforms. Do make sure you are hitting the like, no matter who your allegiance is with. But make sure you are hitting that like. Firmino has more trophies in Spurs history. Mike Doss, you were clearly born in the year 2005, you absolute fraud. You were a child. You also try to tell me child things about NBA, and we all know you, bro, I'm starting to think you're 22 years old. All right, Mike Doss, that mustache ain't fooling anybody. Fraudulent mustaches are mustaches too. Futility, don't say that. Mike Doss, what are you bragging about? Ever heard of a Club World Cup? This fucking guy. Somebody get their man. I think Spurs can open up City's weaknesses if they start the game strong, says Ravi. There was a City fan in here trying to tell me that he thinks that their defense concede a lot of opportunities, and I hope that's the case and that we can capitalize on them. Hey, big up Darren Wimbledon. Says evening all. Seems like I just watched Spurs, and here we go again, not missing the international break. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Darren Wimbledon. Good to see you back in the house. YouTube chat member extraordinaire. Barry says that cello in the background has to be like a gun in the Chekhov play. Tell us about it. It's my wife's cello. She plays cello. She's a music therapist, and she's a very talented musician, so that's hers. It ain't mine. Good Friday morning. Hey, happy Friday, Tony, and everyone out there in Australia. Big up. Happy Friday. You're about to start your weekend, almost close. But this fucking guy. Yeah, Firmino's as flaccid as they come. Pause. LFC Aaron says, do you support an NBA or NFL team, Jacob? I used to support the Dallas Cowboys my entire life. Then I worked for them for 6 years, and I knew the ins and the outs. And then I would say I still support them now. I'm enough years removed to where I can still support them. NBA, Dallas Mavericks, and Chicago Bulls. Those are my teams. Jacob looks just like Bill Hader's character in Hot Rod. You're an absolute fraud. Oh my god. Big up Colin with Talking Ball. Make sure to give you your mod back. Everyone lost their mods. Oh my god, y'all are absolutely waffling in the chat. Who's better, Nunez or Richarlison? Which one scores goals this year? Darwin Nunez. Actually, I wanted Spurs to sign Darwin Nunez before y'all bought him for like $100 million. So I actually like Darwin Nunez, and in FIFA, that is something that I do quite often. I trade Richarlison plus like 25 mil. I do Richarlison plus 25 mil, and they usually do that. So big ups to Liverpool for trading me that. Dallas FC. It's FC Dallas. I used to work for FC Dallas as well. All right, I'm gonna go read a book. LeBron is the GOAT. Go read a book, man. You need to read a book. But big up Mike Doss. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit a like on your way out. You absolute fraud. Barry Sanders was very great. Barry Sanders was a GOAT. Big up James. Congrats on 3K. Hope all is well. Big up yourself. Appreciate you being here. Hey, don't matter if you're not here recently, you're here now, my friend. So big up yourself right now. Yeah, big up Mike Doss. Question, Jacob, have we got your opinion on Santiago Jimenez? Get him in. I mean, I can't say I sit there and watch Feyenoord week in, week out, but obviously I tune in when I see that they're playing in whatever Europa conference that they're in. I think he's good. I think he can score goals, which is what we're lacking. I would like competition for the fact of who is our best finisher in and around the box. And right now it's Son, and he walks away with it, rightfully so. But I would like to, even if we went on the likes of signing someone like a Tony, then that would immediately be like, well, maybe we have two players now who can finish inside the box. I would like Santiago Jimenez because he can finish inside the box. So, hey, that's just me. Big up Cursor says like secure. Big up Jacob. Just had the most random encounter with some guy from Ukraine. I saw that on your Twitter. It was absolutely weird. Big up Brian Gloria. Where was I in this? Spurs related likes Jimenez. He's a serious player. Yeah, man, for sure. Let's catch up. Chelsea Blue and Blues here says smash the likes. Everybody hit the like one time. How many votes we got in the poll? 61 votes, 53 likes. That's not a bad ratio. Normally there's a lot more motherfuckers watching that just want to hit the poll and not hit a like, but y'all, not a bad ratio today. 36% says no way Spurs get anything but an L. We have the tides have changed. When I started the show, it was like 45% said that we're going to go ahead and win, but now 35%, 36% Says no way Spurs get anything but an L. That's absolutely not what I was hoping to hear. But you know what? The whole world's against us. Why not go on and shock the world? Why not? Because think about it. That would actually make everyone so much more pissed off, because the likes of Hassam, etc., who's so upset that our managers in the spotlight, that our people are talking about our manager. He won 3 managers of the month in a row, and he's called the media darling. They call him a media hoe, and etc., etc. How much would the media love on Ainge Postecoglou we go out there and get all 3 points at City? That'd be absolutely absolutely brilliant. Not saying it's going to happen, but it'd be absolutely brilliant if it did. Jacob, I meant to message you the other day. We'll ping you a WhatsApp, just heading to bed. Hey, good night, man. Appreciate you showing up. Hitting that like for me, my friend. Woodsy says, I have PTSD from signing players from the Dutch League, but I think he would do well. Dutch League has had, I mean, look at some of the most recent ones, haven't been working out too well. But we've also been wanting that guy, Johan Bakayoko. He's in the Eredivisie as well. Who knows? Well, who knows what we'll see. I like watching the Eredivisie, though, because the winger play out there is quite fun to see. And the fullbacks there as well play pretty high up. Question, Jacob. How do you get in and around City's defense? I think we have to put up some sort of fight in the midfield. It's all going to start and end with how we put up a fight there, in my opinion. It's not going to be easy. Look, I'm trying to imagine. Do y'all think they're going to play the same midfield that they did versus Leipzig, which was per SofaScore, Akanji, Rodri, Rico Lewis, and Bernardo Silva? Or are they going to do what they did in the last Premier League match, which was versus Liverpool? Akanji, Rodri, Alvarez, and Silva, which is actually the same thing. So there you go. I guess that answers my own question. Barry, I have more hope versus Man City than I've had for weeks. No logic, just do. Hey, you don't always have to have logic. Sometimes trust your gut. My gut's led me to some really great places in life. I wouldn't change anything about it. So let your gut tell you what it wants to. Listen to it. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. But you know what? I like something that someone said. I'm thinking about titling that. Someone said to me in a chat, they said, Jacob would be punching back from beyond the grave. And that's absolutely the fight that I want to see in this squad, that I want to see from these young cats, this young squad, instilling a new mindset and philosophy. I want to see, are you going to punch? Are you still going to fight back when you're even dead? They buried you 6 feet under. You already got your ass whooped. They killed you. They put you in a box. They dug a 6 feet hole. They put you in that box, in the hole, put the dirt on top of you. Are you still going to fight back? Are you going to keep swinging from beyond the grave? That's what I want to know, because I know I fucking will. I know Spurs might. I know Ainge would. If we got any semblance of that kind of mindset, hey, the fucking sky is the limit. Don't tell me we can't take down David and Goliath. They wrote that story for a reason, fabricated or not. 36% got a brain, says Timmy. Timmy, I thought we were friends. Julian Alvarez is going to be one to mark. I'm actually worried about him. Because watching him play, it just seems like he can do what he wants if he wants to do it. Same thing with Foden. If they want to do it, they can do it very, very well, the bastards. Hey, look, Hassam's even in here saying, come on, you Spurs. Look at that. Tottenham have a good record facing Man City, but neither of you have been great. City form-wise and Spurs injury-wise, I'm predicting a draw. Red Arminian, I would absolutely take a draw, and I know you'd probably like that as well for your Arsenal. What I would say is this much. Don't tell me there's not a chance. If we got 1 in a million of a chance to win, come on now. Come on now. Don't tell me it's impossible. I know it's improbable, but do not tell me it's impossible. I legitimately feel, look, not just because I predicted already, I did predict already, by the way, but not just because I predicted already that we would not take 4 L's in a row. I guess that's why I feel this confident about it, that I could somehow still, some way, there you go. I set up the redirect. I still think somehow, some way we could get a result out of this. Maybe a point at the very least. No Rico Lewis. Okay. You might just get hit with the Rico. It could be a typical Spurs to have total chaos one week and beat City the next. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be just like us to go out there and shock everybody and they say, oh, they shouldn't have done that, but we did. I did set up the redirect, Ravi. Appreciate that. We are friends. Just I'm City. Hey, big up, Timmy. Appreciate you being here. You can. Hey, all fans are allowed. There's Liverpool. There's a bunch of people here. Timmy, tell me, is there any chance Spurs could get one over on you? Please let me know what you think. Is there any way? Like there was someone saying earlier that they feel like your defense has been wavering and been a little bit weaker than usual, and that maybe potentially, if we take advantage of our chances, that we could do some work. Do you feel as though we might have the ability at least to create our own chances and really give it a go this match? Do you see there being holes in your midfield and your defense that we could take advantage of? Timmy, tell me now, or forever hold my peace, because I need some hope here. Timmy, tell me something nicely. Timmy. Big up, Steak. Liverpool kept Alvarez and Foden quiet. And that was with McAllister at the 6, right? So, I mean, we actually have a 6. So we should be able to do. Oh, I don't know if Sam's trolling me, or I don't know what he's doing. Or if he's like legitimately cheering us on. This feels weird. Jacob, can Spurs get the balls over the top to the striker to create and score versus City? I actually think it's going to be through the channels, runs and behind, not necessarily over the top. I think if you looked at some of our chances versus Villa when we were actually playing some really good ball, it was everything was on the ground that we were creating. It was boom, 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 and then there'd be a switch of play, and that's when we really. But as far as balls over the top, not really been our thing. It's more been through those channels. But it'd be interesting to see. I don't really care how we do it. Just give me some fucking goals, baby. Alex Sons, 3-0 Spurs, Poro Son, and Højbjerg. Ooh, Højbjerg would love himself a goal versus City. You know he would. Is the Højbjerg redemption arc about to begin? Bring on Hassam. If I sent him the link, he would not even join. He's a fraud. Yep, history says Spurs do a number on us. Not this time, though. That's not giving me much hope, Timmy. You have to attack City. Don't sit back and play Ainge ball. Don't sit back and play Ainge ball. Don't sit back. Play Ainge ball, and you have a good chance. LFC for the double. This is actually why I think we've gotten chances before, was because we'd sit back and just beat them on the counter with Harry Kane, beautiful ball to Heung-min Son or something. And that's how we would operate it beforehand. Whereas now I think we're going to be so open that it's not going to be like it used to be. It's going to be something different, and I hope it's something good. I'm a little scared. I am a little scared, if I'm honest. But I think if we just go out there and say, someone in the comments said this is a free hit with all the injuries and where we're at, et cetera, et cetera. So if we just go out there and play with none to lose, you know what they always say? No, there's a man is not. Wait, let me figure out how if I can say that. There's no more dangerous a man than a man who has nothing to lose. I think it makes you more dangerous when you have nothing to lose, is the sentiment of that statement. Big up Bob Down Under says, we just want to see more Ainge ball. First 30 minutes versus Villa, best Spurs football of the year with a second 11. Very nice assessment there. I want to see more Ainge ball too. That's what I'm saying. Like, even walking away from Villa, I don't feel as gutted as like, it did hurt the day of, because I really felt like we should have won 4 or 5 in the first half. But getting over it was pretty simple, because I can still chalk it up and like, look, this is Ainge Postecoglou's first season. What did I really expect him to do in his first season? Everything I've expected and wanted to see, he's done. Where we're at in the table, if you would have told me that in the summer, I would have been like, you're probably waffling right now. But here we are. We had a great start. We've had a bad run. We've had bad injuries. Now let's see where we go from here. We can't dwell on what's happened. We can't dwell on what may happen. We can only dwell on what's going on right now. And for Tottenham Hotspur, look, there's injuries galore. There's depth, none. But what we got to do is control the things that we can control, which is the mentality, the mindset, and the way that we play our ball. And I think if we do that, we give ourselves a pretty damn good chance. Don't call me foolish yet, but I think we give ourselves a pretty damn good chance. If we just go out there and we worry about, we don't look at them like they're City and we got all these injuries. We go out there, we just play our brand of ball, create our chances. Hopefully we take them very tidy. And we know we're going to concede chances to them. We know they're going to take their own opportunities and create their own opportunities as well. These are things we know. Just control what you can control. That's all I ask. Playing macho head games. It's all about Dawn if we beat City, if we want to beat City. What? Oh, it's all about Sun if we want to beat City. I think Sun is Pep's kryptonite. At least that's my opinion. Keiko says season opener under Nuno with no Kane, we beat City. That is true. Off of what? The left boot of Heung-min Son. Lest we forget. Spurs have to frustrate City to get a few more chances. We got to do more than that. We got to do more than that, my friend. Spurs need to come out like a junkyard dog. Hey, pick up Tony D. You know the vibes. Sam is the cat. Jacob is the mouse. You got it wrong. I'm a dog. I got that dog in me. You got me mistaken. Just because I play nice don't mean that. Look, bears can seem very cuddly. I may seem like a nice guy, but don't poke the bear. You don't want the bear to snarl his teeth. Put it that way. Dermot, Celtic Rabbito says Ainge won't change and City will feel the pain of the Ainge game. Dermot, I don't know if you meant to write a rhyme and you're trying to like bust it like that, but go ahead, Dermot, go off. Long may it continue. Big up. Expect the worst and you won't be disappointed, says goalkeeper Clarkey. Big up goalkeeper Clarkey. That's a great. That is a way you can look at it. Look, what I would say is this: we all feel like we're gonna lose, so why not go out there and just fucking play balls to the wall and let's see what we could get out of it. Again, would rather go out swinging and dying on the sword than curling up and just allowing the ass whooping. Hey, I love me some Angel Ball. Never forget, Sonny is the stuff of pure nightmares for City. Big up Tony D. I don't know if you're being facetious. Look, I am going to get to some of the stuff that I do want to talk about. Got about 30 more minutes or so in the show. Make sure you are hitting a like and subscribing, or at least if you were subscribed before, make sure that you still are subscribed, because YouTube is playing a weird game with me lately. And not just me, they're playing weird games with everybody. So it's nothing personal to me, but we're playing games with everybody. So I don't know if y'all heard this. I'm just real quickly going to talk about this part because I don't really think it's that pertinent of news, but Tottenham apparently considering ending the loan of Japhet Tanganga to Augsburg. He has not made an appearance. He took longer to come back from an injury than thought, but he has been training well. But there was a switch of managers, and so now they really feel like he's not part of the plan. So Tottenham are looking at canceling that loan and then maybe bringing Japhet Tanganga back. It's actually quite funny because if we did do that, Japhet Tanganga starts over Eric Dyer too, and I would do it. Absolutely, I would. But look, I don't want to spend too much time on that because it is just a rumor at this juncture, as well as this kid we've initiated maneuvers to sign this guy from Genk. But, I don't want to talk too much about transfer news. Also, there was news yesterday came out that Qatar Sports Investment did try to invest in a Premier League club, i.e. Tottenham, but discussions with the chairman of Spurs with Daniel Levy was unsuccessful because the price was too high. The price is too damn high. Hey, big up Timmy, says just subscribed, hands across the ocean. Big up Timmy. Not even a Spurs fan, but he still subscribes to the channel. Big up, I appreciate that. Every single one of you who have liked and subscribed to the channel. Let me hide that real quick. But yeah, Japhet Tanganga, absolutely No, I wasn't talking about tanking. I was talking about Qatar sports investment. Look, I think we all knew that if Qatar ever approached Tottenham, that Daniel Levy would be the kind of guy to price us very high, essentially pricing us out of some kind of takeover. And honestly, um, that sucks. But like again, it's people in suits having conversations I'll never fucking be invited to. So like, control what you can control. I guess is the method or the message of today. Alex says, isn't Roden playing well for Leeds? Look, I have been doing some snooping and some chatting in Leeds channels. There was a watch along yesterday during all the Champions League matches. I found a new Leeds channel, and I was probing them because I like to try and see like how the people, how are the fans feeling, because we can ask and we can see what Alistair Gold says, but what are the fans saying? And the fans really love Joe Roden. A lot of them are saying that they would love to make it official in January. They want it to be official. And then we are now saying, well, if he's playing good, maybe he can come in and play for us. The thing that they are saying they like about Joe Roden the most, Alexander Hilton, at least this is what I've seen from the 3 different channels I've visited. What they like about Joe Roden is he's doing the things that we liked about Mickey Van de Veen, which is his ability to get back and sweep up and clean up after everyone's messes. And he did that several times throughout the watch along yesterday. He's absolutely balling out. Now, I don't know if he has the pace for the Premier League. Maybe this is just an instance of he has found his level. I don't know. I never really felt like Joe Roden got a fair shake of it here at Tottenham Hotspur, but I do think that it's a great thing for him, first and foremost, in his career, because he wasn't getting a lot of playing time, if you remember. And I thought that was really not fair, because if we weren't going to use him and he was just there, but like not even on the bench, that's kind of really unfair to the young man in his career. Really happy to see him balling out for Leeds. Look, I would love to know where Ainge lies with it. If he's looking at him saying, wow, he's actually got something, he goes back and he cleans up pretty well. He actually does the role for them that we are now lacking, which is what Mickey Van de Veen would do, which was be that last guy to kind of clean up after the mistakes. And you know what? I don't know if he's good enough or not, honestly, because playing in the Championship is one thing, playing in the Premier League is another. I heard Harry Winks is doing real well at Leicester City. Again, playing in the Premier League is a lot different than playing in the Championship. And I would argue that Richarlison could probably play pretty well in the Championship as well. I think that's right around the talent of players that we buy sometimes. These Championship, they would ball in the Championship. Like Oliver Skipp, he balled in the Championship, but what has he done in the Premier League? Nothing really too great. Is it Spurs ending the loan, or are they just sending him back? And maybe a mutual thing, because it sounds like the new manager for Augsburg doesn't really have him in his thoughts. At least that's what I was seeing. Another thing that came up today in the news is that if this is true or not, who fucking knows? But it says Al Ittihad winger Jota is desperate for a move to Tottenham in January to reunite with his former boss, Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou, however, is still mulling over whether Jota would be a good fit for the Premier League. Now, if this is true, one, that he is, quote, desperate for a move to Tottenham, if that is true, then you would assume the second part to be true as well. And if the second part is true, I don't want Jota. I've in the past said that if we were to get Jota, that Ainge wanted him, he's just he's got the system down, he knows what he should be doing. That was my initial thoughts. But if this is true, which I'm led to believe it is, look, my wife just texted me, said, could you be more quiet? I guess I'm too loud. He's been yelling and he can hear you, but he's sleepy and going insane. There, I told her sorry. I'm going to keep it down. I guess I'm talking too loud. Big up everybody in the chat. Make sure you are hitting a like. Maybe if I turn this way, it'll help. Instead of yelling right into the wall. I don't know. What are y'all saying in the chat? Tanganga sadly didn't impress in preseason. No, he didn't. No, he did leave a lot to be desired. I remember seeing him out there and it did not look good. So I do agree with you. He did fail to impress in that preseason. Qatar will buy a Premier League club, a sleeping giant. West Ham United ain't no sleeping giant. Come on now. The Joe Roden experience. Shout out Joe Roden. Skip did well at Norwich, player of the season in the Championship. Roden could do similar at Leeds, but not at Spurs. There's levels. That's kind of my thought, is why I would lend to believe that maybe he's not going to be able to cut it here is like, look, Skip was in the team of the season for Norwich the year that they won it, but it's not good enough, unfortunately. Would love Qatar to buy Leeds. Jules, big up Jules, says, I'm a City fan, and I always fear playing Spurs. We don't have a great record against you. What I would say for you, Jules, is in the past we've played a lot more pragmatic, and now we're playing aggressive, expansive, open, attacking, and that's going to leave holes for City. I think this is a time in which City should be licking their chops to play Tottenham Hotspur, because we're not going to play it the way that you know, which is sit back, allow you to have the ball, allow you to apply the pressure, and then we try and catch you on the counter with Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. That's essentially the game plan playing y'all in years past. Whereas now I think it's a little bit different because we are different, and it might lead to a different result. Jota would be a good stopgap. We have a lot of injured wingers in January. We also lose Sonny, only if Ainge wants him. That's kind of my end-all, be-all rule, to be honest. If Ainge wants him, I'll take him. Ainge wants him, absolutely take him. Jota is probably desperate because what other club is going to get him? And he ain't playing. He played 5 games for Al Etihad, and he ain't doing shit since. So, yeah, I think he's probably desperate to play, desperate to do anything. He's probably desperate to go back to Celtic. I don't know. Did he send a message in a bottle, an SOS? Did he send one out? I don't know. Barry says, how do you catch an elephant, dig a hole, put loads of peas around the hole? When the elephant goes for the pea, you kick him in the hole. All right. Never try to catch an elephant. Sleeping like a good citizen. He's not sleeping. That's the problem. That's why she said be quiet, because he's been screaming and not going to bed. Yeah, West Ham is poo-poo. Dry roast. I've still got hope in Spence being the perfect backup for our system. He was on the bench yesterday for Leeds. He is coming back from that injury for Leeds. I just don't know if that's going to happen personally. Maybe, but I just don't see it. I just think that's now what, 3 managers? No, wait. So Conte had a look at him, didn't want him. And then now, so it's 2 managers. There's 2 managers that haven't wanted Jed Spence. Then I guess you put Andy Warhol or whoever that fucker was that he had a problem with. I don't know. I don't know. Come on, give me some positivity before City. Come on, you big up Taka. I'm a Tottenham fan for a week. Quiz, pick up. Help us manifest a win, man. Come on. Jota knows Postecoglou's system. He should fit right in. That's one thing. But if the last part is true, Derek, which is he's still mulling over if Jota would be good fit in the Premier League, sounds like he might not be a good fit in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Like maybe he could cut it in his system for Celtic, but he can't cut it for his system in the Premier League. I don't know. Again, at the end of the day, I support Postecoglou. Whatever he wants to pursue and do in that avenue, I will support. Why shouldn't you ever fall in love with a tennis player? To them, love means nothing. Oh, what a good one. We're cracking jokes here. I get that because love means 0. I get that. Very good one. Timmy. Big up. Yeah, can you hear him? Yeah, he is screaming like a Spurs. He's screaming right now. Rich says some curses persist despite playing style. Just look at Chelsea at Spurs. They've been crap all season, but always turn up just for Spurs. Could be the same for Spurs at City. Bro, Chelsea put 4 on them. Come on. Colin says Jota would also be free. I think we'll have to pay a percentage of his wages if we get him on loan for 6 months, but that's still free transfer. You just got to pay his wages. Big up, Aaron. If Jota is a stopgap loan, I would take that until the summer. That's what I'm saying, bro. We need some people. We need some bodies. Warm bodies in positions. First and foremost. Speaking of warm bodies in positions, look at that. Richarlison is back and the training pitch. His pubis, I guess surgically repaired pubis, is okay. Here you go. There he is. Richarlison back in training. Well, I don't know about training, but he's on the pitch. And he looks like he's kicking a ball in this photo. So therefore, I think the pubis is okay. Also of note, if you don't know, we're going to be wearing the cappuccino kits. Cappuccino kits that everyone loves so much. And then I starred this as well because I thought it was an interesting point. We released a video either today, I think it was today, of penalty practice and Tottenham Hotspur training ahead of Man City. Are we hoping that we might actually get a penalty awarded to us, because we have 0 penalties awarded to us so far this season? We don't even know. I mean, we're assuming Sonny's going to take all the penalties. When Madison was here, we thought maybe Madison could be the one to take penalties. I don't know who's going to be the one exactly, but what I do know is we don't have a single one, and that's kind of sad. So that's actually really, really sad, if I'm honest. We haven't gotten one fucking penalty. It's absolutely absurd. And Arsenal have the most penalties awarded. I'm just saying. I'm on low wages. What does that mean? I forgot this bozo over. Charleston is at Spurs. Hopefully he doesn't miss sitters. He's not going to play. He's not. I don't even think he's going to be on the bench, if I'm honest. I don't think so, if I'm honest. I don't think he's going to be on the bench. Protect your pubis. I can't imagine Ainge telling someone he's mulling over things. I think he plays the cards close. Wouldn't like to play Ainge in poker. Crikey. That's a good point. This may just be media fluff. Let's call it right. Let's call a spade a spade. This might just be media kerfluff, if I'm honest. You'll get your first pin against City. Don't worry. Heads up. Prediction. Do we know? Do you know something? What are the Premier League refs cooking that I'm not aware of right now? Because I would love to see it personally. Pedro Porro used to take penalties for Lisbon too. He can take great set pieces. Might not be a bad shout. Hey, big up, Richo. Richo63, Everton fan in the house. How you doing? I said Richarlison, and we got an Everton fan pop up. Big up. How you doing? Sorry to hear about your 10 points, my friend. But you know what it does sound like? Sean Dyche put the game settings on. He upped the difficulty mode to keep y'all up this year. It's going to be quite the task. Dermot says Jota would thrive at Spurs, especially with the quality of players he would have around him. I think we just need warm bodies who can play the damn system. Honestly. By the way, on 3K celebration stream, you make a Q&A or some other special? Yeah, we'll have Q&A. We'll have whatever, man. It's just going to be a hangout. We're just going to get down, have some fun. You know, have a little party before the potential massacre. Isn't that what they do in times of hardship? But big up. Yeah, we'll have a good time. Gonna have a bunch of people, not a bunch of people, but some people are gonna be dropping by saying hello. So hopefully you'll be there too. Again, any members in the chat, if you do have a membership, I will be posting the link to join the show on Saturday for the 3K celebration. I will be posting that on the membership community page. So if you do want to join in on the festivities, go ahead and do so. Absolutely, Timmy. This is what I love about Ainge. Goes all the way in. And that's the only way to live life, in my opinion. How else you make babies? You got to go all the way in. Question, when Son goes to Asia Cup, would you rather Richie or Johnson up top? Johnson? I'll take Johnson up top for 100, please. That's what I'd say. I'll take Johnson for sure. Richarlison just ain't cutting it for me. But look, hey, Tyrese Hall may be on the bench. Not sure what position he even plays. There you go. I'm going to eat a one-chip challenge on your show. Bro. I mean, if you want to, you don't have. You can still join the show and you don't have to do that. But if you want to do it, if you think it'll help generate some views and some clicks and shit, and you want to do it, go ahead. I will not be doing no one chip. I'll tell you that much. I'm a grown man. My intestines don't need that kind of damage done to them. But you have a good metabolism, Colin. You're pretty skinny, so you'll be all right. Do you think Kulusevski and Madison can play in the same midfield? Ooh, yes, I do. Because Kulusevski doesn't exactly occupy all the same areas. Madison, if you remember, like looking at his heat map whenever he was starting those first 10 matches, whatever, he occupied the middle, but also a lot of up left. Where I think Kulusevski, rather, would drift kind of up right. Naturally, it's kind of where he lends himself middle, forward, right. Whereas Madison does middle, back, forward, and left. So I think they could. I absolutely think they could with maybe a Basuma in the middle there. We would need someone to clean up that. I know that much. I would actually put Kulu up top as a striker, says Ash, when Sonny goes. That's a shout. That's where he plays in for Sweden, is up top as a central forward, so it might work. Big up, Colin. Go ahead, get the one chip out then. Let's do it. But don't tell me you're gonna do it, and then I put one chip challenge in the thing, and then you don't do it. So let me see. Let me know. To be fair, if Richarlison was at Liverpool, I'd actually preferred us to play someone from the academy rather than him. So you don't like Richarlison? Good to know. Big up, Timmy. Osteopubis can restrict footballers' movements. Isn't that lovely to know? I don't even know. I just know it's in the pelvic bone, but I don't know where the pubis is. Somewhere in there. Some more news real quick before won't be going for too much longer, but I do have some more tweets I do want to get through. It says Spurs are closely monitoring Samuel Ealing Jr. in the summer and 20-year-old in the summer and 20-year-old Juventus winger. We're also looking at Wilfred Noto. This is from Ali Gold, so that's somewhat credible, right? If it's Ali Gold. Says the North London club have previously looked at Leeds attacker Wilfred Noto, who can play across the front three positions, and after an ankle injury has not yet regained his starting spot back on Leeds. No, he hasn't. But I like Wilfred Noto. I thought he was very good in the Premier League last season for a pretty woeful side. I do not know much about Samuel Ealing Jr. other than he plays for Juventus. But we need wingers. We need attackers. We need midfielders. We need center backs. We need left backs. We need it all. So why not? Also, per Alistair Gold, he says Pierre-Emile Højbjerg cannot be allowed to leave Tottenham Hotspur at this point unless a big bid comes in for him that facilitates another. Oliver Skipp needs game time desperately in a loan move, but the absence of Yves Bissouma and Papa Matisar makes that difficult unless one exits the AFCON at an early stage in January. So essentially saying that Højbjerg and Skipp, while they both would prefer a move away, they will not be looking to get one unless we get a big bid or one of these guys come back early from AFCON. I guess we shall see. It kind of just seems like fluff news in my opinion. Also, I guess somewhat pertinent because of the City who are playing. So Man City and the Premier League have now agreed to a date in which they will face off in front of an independent panel, initially scheduled for the late autumn of 2024. Basically saying there's a court date that finally there's a date in which City will have to answer for their alleged crimes. Now, who knows how that's going to happen if it gets postponed? It's likely. I guess we'll see at some point, won't we? Here's another source here saying that we are interested in Samuel Ealing Jr., who can leave Juventus. I mean, let me just quickly look at this guy. There's a lot of people reporting that, so like, why not? Let's look at it. 20-year-old. It says he's 5'12", so he's 6 foot tall. Apparently, that's at least what they're telling me. In the Serie A, 4 matches played. All right. And 1 assist. All right. So not much. What about last year? What did he do last year? 12 games played. He started 1 goal, 1 assist. All right. Young kid. I don't know. I don't know much about him. But there you go. We're linked to him. And then also Alistair Gold says, with Jota's situation still unclear in Saudi Arabia, Tottenham will likely explore the possibility of a loan move, at least for the attacker. So, hey, the Jota news continues to roll on as we continue to roll on here in United Spurs of America. Look, I am going to be ending it there. I will be redirecting on over to This Is Football, where I will be after this. for a fantastic episode. For sure, it's going to be a fantastic episode. But big ups everyone who has tuned in thus far. I want to say thank you, Faisal, for grabbing the membership today. The loan, and well, there was no super chat, so I almost said the loan and only super chat, but it was a membership buy. So big up yourself right now for going ahead and picking that up. But look, y'all, I know we're all worried about City, right? We're all worried what's going to happen, but I'll be back tomorrow at some point, and we can talk about it. We'll predict lineups, we'll predict scores, all that good stuff. So, but I appreciate every single one of you who have tapped in. Look, 76 votes, 68 likes. It's only 8 people that did not like the video that also hit a vote in the poll, but I'm going to end it right there. And 37%, no way Spurs get anything but a loss is so far the majority decision, but 28% says for sure can at least get 1 point. So we got some people believing in the points, some people believing in the slim chances that it's not impossible, and 7% says Spurs will beat Man City. Mark my words. Look, I hope that's the case, and I will mark your words. We will reference this show. I will be absolutely shameless if we do for some reason get the 3 points versus City. Talk to me nicely every single time. But until next time, folks, that's going to do it for episode number 104 of the Untitled series right here on United Spurs of America. I want to say thank you so much to everyone who is a member and who is supporting the show. Thank you to the 70 people who hit the like on the video. It's absolutely free, helps the channel grow. And again, if you want to see some more, I'm going to be going on over to This Is Football. I'll be redirecting on over there as we speak. But until next time, folks, as always, I hope you are able to stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Quiz.
United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.